How you doing, sir?
All right, you doing well?
Yes, sir. How about you?
Doing well. The weekend, which of course to me every day is the weekend. Retired.
Yeah, oh, man.
Retired.
Just that one day. Yep, that's the only one I know.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, I just had received today a canopy that I ordered from Curtis Industries. So you saw that the UPS brought it in today. So I'm going to unbox it and show you what's inside, how it's packaged, and also how easy it is to place on your tractor. I got this for my GC1710 Massey Ferguson, and it should be a simple process to do this. So let's see how it goes. All right, let's see here. All right, I think you can see that, but it's not bad at all. That's the underside of the canopy. When you order this, you can order red, and it's called Mahindra red, so don't be confused. Okay, it's made out of aluminum, and let's see if we can get this to stand up here. It's not real heavy. It's got a couple of holes, pre-made holes in it. Looks like there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes already in it, and I'm sure that's for the bracket. This is made out of aluminum. Oh, that's nice and light. Yeah, that's pretty nice. All right, the first thing I did was open the little bag of goodies. Come in this bag of all the nuts and bolts. Check to make sure everything was there. And everything appears to be there. And I looked at the nuts. Let's see here. This nut right here, and it takes a 3/4 inch socket, so I got that out. And these nuts, they require a 1/2 inch socket, so got that prepared, so I already have that. So at least we have the tools that we need. It doesn't tell you what tools you need or anything. All right, let's see. All right, these instructions say to get the striker plate and the ROPS plate. So the instructions, let's see how this comes in. They give you diagrams and pictures of stuff, and immediately they tell you right here to remove the striker plate, the ROPS plate, assembly from the canopy, assembly right here. Here's all the work. It's really two pieces. It's held by one screw in each end right now, so they want you to take that apart. Okay, you've got the ROPS plate. This fits on the top of your ROPS, and this is what these bolts will fit through, and you can adjust it and angle how you want it to sit on your ROPS. Not everyone's ROP is the same, but I have a Massey GC1710, so it has a backward leaning ROPS, and it's pretty much flat. It's not leaning forward, it's leaning to the rear. And then of course the other right here, you can do a little adjustment there. Okay. Now the next step, as I had mentioned, was to put this ROPS plate, and it's the base plate that goes on. And this base plate, when you look at it, if you can see that there's slots, curved slots for adjustment, and then solid holes. They want to have the slots to the rear of the tractor. You do not want to have it that way. These slots should be to the back or the rear of the tractor, so it should go on that way and lay on top of the rods that way. Okay, this is the part I had to put that screw right there and one on the other side right here. So, right, and as you can see, the initial plate, that's the ROPS base plate, you had to put it in so that one, of course, these slots had to be, the curved slots had to be in the rear, and this U-bolt has to be flush. On that top striker plate, and notice that it swivels. That has to be made level. One thing to remember, it tells you to make sure that when you level or do this process of putting it on there, have it on a level surface. And I had it outside on the grass, which is not level, and so I brought it inside. Concrete floor, a little more level than the ground, and it was a big difference. It was totally off when I leveled it outside. Now when I bring it on a level surface, I had to re-level it. Okay, after tightening this initial bolt right here, whoops, really down here, okay, after tightening that bolt, those were the two initial, then you put two more bolts to hold it into place, and do the same on the other side, which I didn't tighten them yet, but that's a step. I know this is kind of dark, so there's the initial bolt right there, and these are the two additional ones right here that you need to tighten so it'll actually hold the plate in place. So now you have 6 bolts holding this top striker plate in place. Okay, we're going to put the Canopy Rack and just put it up there. It's just a temporary so that you can just position the canopy. But the two little slots, they just push back into the striker plate, and you just let it down. And there it clamped. Okay, it's up there. It's not fastened yet, but I just needed to know where I wanted it. All right, not too bad. So now we just take it off. It's just laying up there now to see the alignment of the holes in the top. So I'll take the top back off, and then I'll take the canopy frame off and then actually mount the top to the frame. All right, let's put some screws in there to attach the frame, canopy frame, to the canopy. I put one in already. Screw, metal washer, rubber washer, all right, tightened up. Okay, now I have the canopy attached to the canopy frame. Now I'll lift them both and actually fasten them onto the striker plate. All right, I got it in place. All right, she's on. It's level. One thing I didn't do is see now if this thing will actually fit inside that garage with that canopy on. I did a little measuring, so I'm thinking it'll do it. All right, success. Okay, one other feature, and the last feature I'd like to show, is that this thing was easy on and it appears to be easy off. So one thing I'm going to try to show is to reverse it. All right, it covers back there. No backhoe, but as if I had it attached, I think I'd be pretty well covered. Pretty simple to move it from front to back.
Where does he get those wonderful toys? Where does he get those wonderful toys?